Yep. All right, let's take. Oh, you know what? Let's go with number 5. Line number 5.
And another thing, Big Bear Radio. Good morning. It's morning drive. Hope you got your slice of pie. Nothing but the positive news in the morning talk show. Bring it on with the good flow. Morning drive, morning drive. High five.
Twangy. Thank you very much,
I just
Twangy.
I high five my phone for you, Twangy. High five my phone.
I'm a big fan of Twangy. I like,
He's just so creative all the time.
Very much so. Very much so. Big fan of twangers in general. Anybody that's twanging, I'm a fan.
I could twang a bit. I could twang.
I done heard you twang a bit. Now, have you been practicing holding down the button with your toe?
You know what? I've given up. I can't do it when I'm leaving a message. It's so hard. It is so hard. I don't know if it's the shape of my toe. Maybe other people have better toes. Somebody should do a study. Somebody should do a study of like how people are using their toes these days.
That's right.
To hold down a invisible button on a screen, just so just give us a hold option, okay? Snapchat did it in like 2 versions.
Boom.
All of a sudden, you want to keep holding on and keep recording, but you don't want to have your thumb pressed to the flat screen the entire time. Just slide it a little bit to the left. Right? Just slide it a little left.
I can keep holding on. You remind me of some U2 now.
There you go. All right, line number 8.
Yo, what a guan.
What guan? What is happening,
we've
brother?
got we have a special caller and another thing. Are you ready for this caller?
I'm ready.
All right, Irish Dad, you're live on the air.
Bear? Why are you wearing a crown? That better be for the moaning. I'm telling you right now, because you now are officially talking to the king of prom. And another thing. Always a pleasure, my man. Always a pleasure. How you boys doing this morning? Doing great. Great. Things are so good. Just sending you guys nothing but positive vibes. Nothing but great thoughts. Love you guys. I'll stick around and listen. Got some pre-production to do today. And just on a personal note, bow down to the king.
But I am.
Oh, yeah. As if you would let me forget.
That's right. That's right. Doing some pre-production. Right on Irish Dad. Rocking the pre-production. Getting her done. Right on.
So, did you attend prom at all? And another thing?
I did not.
Were you, why not? What happened?
I've been laying low this week with, tooth pain and stuff.
Tooth, I get it, man. Yeah, honestly, tooth pain's like one of the worst things in the world because it's like the smallest thing in your mouth can just hinder you.
Yeah.
The small thing.
It's been a rough week. Yeah, it's still really sore. I had to get a, part of my jawbone scraped out a little bit. It was infected, and then they did a bone graft. So it's a little sore.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Well, that's okay. We'll only go 2 hours today. We'll only do a short show, which is fine because it's the morning drive with And Another Thing and Big Bear Radio. And you guys are chilling with us. Spreading the good vibes. If you've got something to talk about from the week, go ahead, give us a call, 888-555-1234. Or you can just click that message button and leave us a little ditty.
That's right.
Call us. The phone lines are lit up. I'll let you pick one. Let's let them talk.
Let's go with number 7 here.
Number 7.
Hi, I just returned from
another so-called live, which nothing was happening and people were just scrolling through. Nobody was talking to this person, so I'm back again. So, what's the subject that we're talking about right now? I should have checked before I left a message, honestly. So, I'm here.
Well,
Bear,
it's
I'll be
33
back
minutes.
in 1 second.
I've got it, man. I've got it. You know me, I can talk. That's why I'm here. That's what I do. Well, 33 Magic. We've got our Magic 33. We've got we're taught it's the morning drive. This is another thing in Big Bear Radio. We do this every Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, which would be 8 a.m. West Coast time. And we just we spread positive vibes. We want to start your weekend off right. It is Friday morning. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember TGIF when we were kids? How often do we get together for a complete sit down in front of the television to watch an entire program? I mean, we literally watched an entire programming for an evening. We've been trained that much. It's kind of sick that I think about it, but it's also family togetherness and bonding time. I remember like Thursday night TV, Friday night TV. Every Thursday night, it was yo-yo night. All right, you're on your own for dinner.
I love that.
That's what Thursday night was at my house. You're on your own, yo-yo night. Not
Yo-yo.
YOLO. Don't be confused. Okay, that's you only live once.
That's right.
Which is true.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a next caller. We have a friend of the show, line number 7.
Hey, and another thing, it's not only pizza, it's water. You can't even bring them water. And some of those long lines in Georgia are extremely long because they also started closing down polling places.
Wow. Yeah, that's intense. Very intense. Seems to me, that there's just a better way to do it. Why not just have, people vote via computer at libraries, have big banks of computers? I don't know. Seems like there's got to be a better way.
Yep. Yep.
And another thing, you are right on the mark. You are brilliant with your analysis. We should make voting so easy. I, too, as a white dude, have never been asked for my ID when I go in and vote. I sign. I don't even know if my signature looks like my signature anymore, but I've never been hassled whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, and I understand how it's it's legit to prove who somebody is, but then there's these subtle intimidation tactics, right? Like maybe in the inner city they have a policeman standing outside the polling place, so if you got a warrant, maybe you don't want to go in there. I don't know, but I've never experienced anything like that personally. I just saunter in and vote and saunter right out.
Florida recently, with the last election, allowed their inmates, or no, not inmates, allowed basically, right? It was like forgiveness on people on parole, like after they had served their time, and or was it inmates too? They allowed inmates to vote. I can't remember, but do you think inmates, like if they're adults of consenting age, should have a right to vote?
I think so, absolutely. To me, it's political persecution that a person who has a felony, and I don't know if our listeners know this, but a person who has a felony can never vote again. Ever. Like, how is that? You do the crime, you do the time, you should be good as gold, right? Like, start back to square one. Like, okay, you're now a citizen in good standing.
Yeah, well, that's not what we believe as a community. It isn't. It's not how we treat people.
Right.
We once they commit a crime and they have a permanent record, right?
Yep.
That person has a very hard life after that.
It's true. There's it's recidivism is high. There's the taboo of being a convict. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. There's a fantastic program that I just read about by the radio station KALW they're training prisoners at San Quentin to produce podcasts.
Okay.
Pretty neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is cool. Yeah. I like that. That's definitely something that they can do. You know, it's so funny with TikTok, and I'm not a huge TikTok follower. I just have it on my phone, and it's nice to scroll through every once in a while when my wife sends me videos to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently there's a prison talk where inmates are making their own TikTok, and it's just like, how did they get phones?
Oh, wow.
Right? But if they're making their own TikTok, aren't they exposing themselves to like corporal punishment because they're literally I don't know if they're showing their face. I haven't watched any of them, but like one of my friends said, like, dude, all these prisoners are just have their own prison talk where they're just like doing the dances and stuff like that. It's like, how do they get phones?
Well, I
thought
imagine
that was illegal.
Is it illegal for people to have a phone? I wouldn't think so.
At a prison, I don't know. Well, I mean, what is the digital age of prison these days? I mean, the only thing I have to go off of, Orange is the New Black, where they had to hide phones in order to reach the outside world for everything to be controlled. I guess they do. They would have to limit the use of cell phones inside of a prison.
You would think, because you could be running criminal enterprises, right? Like, okay, go, go carry out the hit or whatever,
Yeah. Well, like a cell phone's really they could do the same thing, or they do the same thing, just meeting face to face to just talk in a secret code. Listen, you're not going to stop all of it.
Right.
You're not.
This is
That's why the Red Hood, which is a Batman character, tried to just take over all of crime. He said, if I'm not going to stop crime, but maybe I should run it. That way I can control it.
Hey, there we go.
But then you're getting into the CIA. CIA literally bringing drugs to America.
Yeah.
And then condoning them steal.
Right? Exactly. How do drugs get all the way across the world and into a high security prison?
Where we're just an enigma wrapped into a puzzle, wrapped into another enigma. Anyway, let's take some more callers. We have line number 9. No, you know what? We can't do 9. 9 is reserved. 9 is reserved.
Oh, that's right.
Let's go 10. 10, you're on the air.
Caller number 10.
All right. Now sending 3,000 pizza boxes to your nearest voting location. Hey.
Hey.
Right?
Looking out for the voters worldwide, nationwide.
Okay, question. What if there was just like a table of water set up outside randomly along the line and people could just grab it?
That's a good question. Yeah, but what a weird thing where it could be illegal to give somebody food or water, right? Like in San Francisco, they made it a crime to feed the homeless, like under the guise of you might not be giving them sanitary food or something, right? It's like, come on, what, just have them sign a release. Do you want this food? Yes, I do. Okay, here you go. Don't sue us if you get sick.
Yeah. All right, let's take, you know what, let's go with 10 again.
Yep, Blow. With Penelope Cruz as well.
Oh, yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
That was a great flick, wasn't it?
Yep. It was so good. I love flicks like that. Christopher Walken's in it. Great, he did a wonderful performance. 2 mice.
I mean,
fell.
He's amazing.
Yeah. Everybody. Oh wait, no. That one's not Blow. I'm confused. That one is Catch Me If You Can. But it's a similar like storytelling. It's based off true events.
Yeah.
It is like a criminal that's like you kind of learn a little bit about their story. But yeah, Catch Me If You Can. That one. Yeah, things. Blow is Ray Liotta. He plays the father in that one. That's right.
Yeah, and Ray Liotta is so good.
Great.
He's one of my favorite actors.
Yes,
he's great.
What's your favorite movie by Ray Liotta.
Oh man, Goodfellas, hands down.
Hands down, Goodfellas.
Oh yeah. I was a wise
Let's take
guy.
a caller. Let's hear this wife.
I applaud these companies and they're standing up to this voter suppression, but how long will it last? I also, recall that after January 6th, some companies stood up to the Republicans that voted against Biden's win, and said that they were not going to donate to those their candidacy, their political. Oh heck, I can't think of the word. I'm sorry, but they said that they were going to start restricting their money, and I'd like to know: are they still restricting their money 4 months later?
That is a great question. Fantastic.
The lasting power, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
are they trying to make a splash in the news? Yeah, exactly. It's a very good question.
It's a flash ban, like initial knee. We are a reactive society. We react to things
very much
when we should be trying to be proactive. I mean, didn't I just read in the news that Biden just assisted the U.S. government in like there's like $1.2 trillion infrastructure rebuilding plan, something like that.
You absolutely did. As a matter of fact, it is. Let's see here. That is a $2 trillion infrastructure plan.
Not 1.2, $2.
Yep.
$2 trillion.
$2 trillion story came out yesterday. Once again, NPR. President Biden this week unveiled a massive infrastructure proposal that he says will deliver a once-in-a-generation investment in the United States. So $2 trillion. So far we rank 13th in overall infrastructure in the world. So 28% is going to be paid for by new corporate taxes, which is fantastic. First time corporate tax has gone up in quite a while.
Yeah.
And, they break down, where the big chunks are going to go. Transportation, $174 billion in electric vehicle investment. So that's fantastic.
Wow, that's
along with bridges and roads and all that kind of stuff too. And then here's a big one. We were talking about Flint the other week. I think it was last week. $45 billion to remove lead pipes. So not sure if that's going to help the Flint situation because their pipes aren't lead. It's just they have a lead issue in the pipe. But the solder maybe. So I'm imagining that is going to go towards Flint and other places, but it's exciting to see.
The problem was that whatever chemicals were in the water that they switched to was breaking down the pipes and exposing lead in the water.
Yeah, I believe it was like the river water was corrosive, so it leached the solder, and the solder had lead in it, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So basically, they got to rip the entire plumbing system out.
Yeah, entire flowing system. I mean, yes, it's gonna create jobs.
Yeah, tons of jobs.
Because whenever you have infrastructure, people need to do that.
Yeah, skilled labor.
Skilled labor. I have these conversations with people all the time. It's just like, if we have the technology, why don't we just like if I play a video game, right? Let's say I'm building a village or something like that, and I have the ability to upgrade everything. I literally upgrade everything to the next level because I want everything to be at its peak.
Right.
So if we have these, let's say, human experience upgrades, like wind farms or solar panels, why aren't they just, hey, guess what, everybody? We all found a new way to do energy. Boom. There you go. Solar panel on your building.
Exactly.
And now I know that, I see those ads all the time for Illinois, huge tax break for installing solar panels. Enact now. The problem is you can't even trust those things because there's just so much misinformation on the internet that it's just like I'm so suspicious of everything that I just ignore all of it.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Exactly. Overwhelmed. Information overwhelm. Yep. Inundation.
All right. Let's take a caller. We've been talking for far too long, and we're getting behind the ditties. And rule number 1 is to check your messages. They'll come for me. Don't come for us. It is the morning with And Another Thing in Big Bear Radio. Line number 7, you are live.
Might have come off as a peacock, but I was trying to do a crow there.
Love it. I love it. Ooh, a friend of the show calling in. Danny Vibes.
I don't know if this counts as anything, but or if you could really hear me. But have you guys heard about Portugal and the fact that they have legalized all drugs, and that if you are caught with more than 10 days worth of drugs, I don't know how they got on that magic number, but instead of jailing you, they actually find you a counselor to talk to and ask how everything's going. I think there's a huge difference between treating a person like a criminal and someone who needs help. Those two things don't have to be mutually exclusive, but they seem to be at this moment in time. Or mutually separate, I should say. Good vibes.
Good vibes, Dan. That's a great point, man. Great point. Yeah. The prison pipeline, right? Yeah. Why is alcoholism looked at like a health problem, and then drug addiction is looked at like, oh, you scumbag, we're going to arrest you, and
right?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Should all
Very
be
interesting.
Should all be a health issue and mental health issue. Yeah.
It's so funny because like we were watching one of my friends brought in his body cam footage because he bounces at clubs and bars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So every once in a while, when into a tussle, he turns on his body cam just to make sure that everything's documented. Because one time he found himself in a 10-on-2 situation where he had 10 people and he was one of the 2.
Oh my goodness.
He was one of the. Yeah, it's just dangerous. But we were watching this, and he was telling us about these people and how they keep coming back and all this stuff. It's just like alcoholism, man. Like I've never seen. I mean, and maybe I'm too new into it, but I've never seen someone under the influence of THC or CBD act the way that somebody under the influence of alcohol acts.
Right.
You know, they're similar, but they're not the same results. And when you have an entire establishment of the American government run an entire campaign, an entire war on drugs, which, let's be honest, this was not a war on drugs. This was a racism war.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. But yeah, when they have a war on drugs and they have an entire ad campaign that goes, you know, Dare. I was telling you last time, like I grew up on Dare to say no to drugs.
Yeah.
And we would have come into our classroom, talking to us about drugs and the effects of drugs and how terrible they are and how marijuana is a gateway drug, and if you do it, you're gonna live this life of misery and pain and go to jail and be in the system, and so just don't do it, kids.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay.
Don't have premarital sex.
I listened to this podcast, which actually there's a cartoon show on Netflix. Duncan, I forget Duncan something. I forget his last name. But
Duncan Trussell?
The show on Netflix. Yes, Duncan Trussell. Correct.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. He interviews Drew, Dr. Drew.
Oh, cool.
And then they take that interview and they turn it into a cartoon. I'm gonna have to look up on Facebook or on Netflix what that show is called. I forget it right now, but it's really good. But in that, they talk about the legalization or non-legalization of substances and the differences of substances, and more to the point, just marijuana itself. But Dr. Drew says, like, I never say that there's no such thing as a bad drug. They're all substances. It's what you do with the drug that makes it inherently good or evil.
Mm-hmm.
Because a drug is a drug. Like, it is what it is.
Right.
But it's what you do with that. And substances are something that need to be controlled, right? It is a controlled substance. But just like anything, too much of one thing is going to be bad for you.
Absolutely.
Too much alcohol.
If you were in the battlefield of World War II, morphine is the best thing in the world when you get shot in the leg. Quite a different experience from somebody shooting up heroin in the inner city. But it's the same drug, basically.
Exactly. You get too much vitamin C, you can get sick.
Yeah.
But vitamin C is good for you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, and last time we were talking about hemp milk versus like almond milk, which, by the way, I correct myself. Mama Bear buys oat milk, not almond milk.
Awesome.
She buys oat milk. Yep. But yeah, it's just one of those things that, like, there's so many uses for it. Why is it illegal? Why is it looked at as something terrible? And it's big businesses. It's not,
It really comes down to big business. It really does, yeah.
That's what it does.
Yep.
All right, thanks so much, Dan Vibe, for throwing that conversation and derailing us from our. But let's get back to it. Line number 4, you are live.
It was a Monday. It was Positivity Monday. And we need to do another show, Big Bear.
I got another Monday.
Hey.
Let's go line number 7.
And just his name, here's Johnny. I mean, great line from The Shining. Here's Johnny.
Yeah, one of the best lines.
Holding a button with the toe. I actually just play with the whole cell phone in my hand, but hey, anyone got a toe jam? But
Wait, so you play with the cell phone in your hand?
That's amazing.
I need pictures. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Right? Yeah, exactly. How is this happening? Most coordinated man on earth.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to catch up. Let's get through some of these just to kind of get us to
through some of these, and then I got another article for us whenever we get around to it.
I'd love to get to your next one.
Well, maybe if we ask the stereo gods, I know who you are, nicely, that they might give us a push button. So, like, we tap it, and then it records, and then we push it to stop. I think that would be fantastic. Stereo gods.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
instead of having to hold it. Yeah. It's a tapper. Yep. Make it a tapper.
Tap on, tap off.
That's it.
Tap on, tap off.
Jack Tapper, get on it. Jake Tapper, get on it.
Actually, to be fair, I've used my toe, my whole entire hand. I've used my chin and my nose, and I've also used my my left facial cheek, just so we don't get confused with what cheeks we're using here. But yeah, I've used my left facial cheek as well. Yeah, the things you do to leave a message on stereo while playing an instrument. They gotta fix that.
True. Could be so much simpler, right? Tap on.
It
tap
could.
Off.
Hi, Irish Daddy. Hi. I had to say hi. I just had to do it. Sorry.
That's fine.
Don't be sorry. Don't be mad. Be glad.
Exactly. I'll never knock down people shouting each other out and saying hi to each other, because, like, you keep coming back because we're building a community and we love each other in this, and it's all about positive vibes. So yeah, don't apologize for positive vibes.
There you go.
Ever.
There it is.
Ooh, we have a special guest on the show.
Okay, did Irish Dad have his own theme music? That's a little extra. I guess that's a king thing. Big Bear, why are you rocking
Relax,
a crown? What the hell did you win? And another thing, I saved the best for last. Hope you have a swell Friday and a wonderful weekend.
Why, thank
There
you.
you go.
Why, thank you for that wonderful wish. Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. I still rock this crown because I'm still the king of moaning. Like, I did a moaning competition one night in the Twilight Zone. I ended up winning. They crowned me. That's why I wear this crown.
King
right?
of the Moan.
The king
All right.
moans. Yep. I'm literally just building up. You know what? I'm gonna put that in my bio too.
Moan King.
Hashtag King of. I'm just building up like the greatest Cersei Lannister title rap sheet ever. Did you ever watch Game of Thrones? And another thing? Oh my god. Okay, so one of their things is like always these titles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like Cersei Lannister, Queen of Dragons, Mother of blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Traveler of the East. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing Big Bear Radio, hashtag verified, hashtag THC, hashtag voice actor, hashtag broadcaster, hashtag instructor, husband, father, musician, content creator, hashtag Raven Puff, hashtag in the cave, hashtag the #1 Waffle Squad, hashtag Boho, and now hashtag the King of Moans.
That's right. Hashtag bear.
Hashtag bear. Oh my god, dude. It's so funny.
So did you like the hot tubbing
It's
bear?
always Yes, the hot tubbing bear was fantastic. Why didn't you tag me in it?
Well, it was probably I was probably 3 Vicodin in when I posted that.
I forgive you. I forgive you. Oh my gosh. You know, and another thing, can you pick a line for us?
Yeah. Let's go lucky number 7 here.
Teeth pain suck, guys. I know the feels. I have a tooth that's been fucking with me for a while now.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah.
I hear ya.
Tooth pain, no joke. And it's funny how they don't consider, shouldn't just dental care just be part of healthcare? Like, why is it a whole separate thing? Isn't that weird? It's kind of weird.
It is very weird. Oh, this is very sad. I can't put King of Moans because I've run out of characters.
Uh-oh. Maybe a little restructuring.
I know. What am I going to do? Well, we have to. Something has to bump off. Something's got to go.
Oh,
Something's got to give.
We got a fantastic message here. Melvin's in the house.
Oh, please.
Would like to say hello to and another thing at Big.Bear.Radio. I hope you are well, having a mitzvah of a day, my friends. I'm just doing the washing up. Got the bowls in here. Got the washing liquid. Yes, the washing liquid. You know, it's pretty fun. I enjoy.
Oh my God, Melvin! I finally followed you on Instagram. How are we not on Instagram as friends yet?
I know. Oh, he's got some great stuff. Melvin, you are hilarious. Yep. Love you, bro. Funny guy. Have you seen him, any of his skits with his stuffed animals?
No, I have not.
It's
I have
fantastic.
not seen any of his skits with his.
So he's got these predatory stuffed animals that are always setting him up for disaster, and it's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're moving his ladder on him and stuff. It's great. You'll love it.
Almost like. I will. I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody check out Melvin Spiel on Instagram.
Yeah. Melvin Spiel on it. I just followed him. Followed him.
Morning, Big Bear. Morning, and another thing. Mac and Exit here.
Good morning.
Hello. Hey, Big Bear, and another thing. What's up?
Glad to see you guys doing your thing. Have fun.
Yeah.
Happy freaking Friday to you.
For hanging out with us.
Absolutely. Happy Friday.
So, Big Bear, you're on the right track. Florida said that felons could vote again. However, legislature then came out to say that they had to have paid all of their court costs and everything in order to be entitled to that vote. And that was so wrong because then many of them had to come up with a lot of money. And I forget who it was. It wasn't Bezos. It was the old mayor of New York was going to pay a lot of fines, and that caused a big uproar too. Um, Crazy. Bloomberg. It was Bloomberg. Yeah.
Yeah, Bloomberg. Well, the other thing was that now that you talk about it, that they were having people raise money online for these convicted felons to pay their fines so that they could vote.
Wow.
Now, that to me sounds like you're buying somebody's vote, right? But it wasn't any particular leaning. I mean, they say they're not particularly leaning for any, like, one way or the other, but we know who the Good Samaritans are.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Well put. Well put. Exactly. And that is kind of a slippery
Yeah,
slope.
you know who it is, NWO up in here. Just tuning in real quick. I'm on break at work, so just decided to slide through. See Big Bear up in here, let go. I survived the prom, major hangover, but I'm all good. I'm here 100%, and I'll be tuning in to y'all throughout the journey to Tampa, baby, once I get off work. Let go. Boo, boo, doo, boo.
Hey. Way to go, NW.
Boop-a-doop, boop-boop.
Oh, do you watch wrestling and another thing?
I watch UFC sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Wrestling though has that's John Cena's like walkout music is bum 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 bum.
Oh, okay.
I love that NWO make like signature card though, man. Yeah. You can't see me. You can't see me. But you can hear me.
I'm just being obnoxious and commenting on everyone's comments. Paraki, what you cooking? Sounds sizzling good.
It does sound good. It sounded like he was cooking it.
That's right. What you got cooking over there? Inquiring Minds.
Inquiring Minds. Oh, Max back.
Quick note for you guys from a guy from Michigan. The Flint water crisis was a switch to a new source and brought down their anti-corrosion control, which caused the remaining lead pipes to leach into the water. So the whole crisis was based on lead pipes, which that $45 billion I'm sure will help go to replacing what might be left, but the state of Michigan itself provided also a lot of money for Flint to remove and replace lead lines already.
Well, I know they're even offering, like some company was offering to like waive the transaction fee for like reinstating the old water line for, I think it was from the Michigan River. From Lake Michigan or something like that.
Right.
I hate not having the article in front of me because I remember reading all of it. But thank you, Mac. I appreciate your clarification on the show. We like to be as factual as possible. Unfortunately, I don't have a screen in front of me other than the one that I'm staring at, which is Another Thing's face. And I don't like to mess with this one too much because whenever I try and treat this like a computer, it gets mad at me.
Yeah.
And
glitch,
I don't like that. Glitch City. Yep.
Big Bear Radio, I was rooting for you. Another thing, I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you, Big Bear. Don't come for me. We're live. Just remember that. Closed mouths, closed legs. Don't get fed. Don't come for me. You're live.
Oh, too much. You too much, EMC.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Super funny.
All right, close. We're getting close to catching up here a little bit, so let's get through, let's say 5 more messages, and then we'll get to Another Thing's next article.
Yeah.
All right?
I would love to see a body cam of 10 on 2 with 10 high people. They'd probably all just like be like zombies, or there wouldn't be that situation. There just wouldn't. They'd all be at home watching movies and cuddling and eating food. They're all at the Taco Bell next door.
Right.
Yeah.
In line for Ben and Jerry's.
Dude, I've been in line, right? I've gone to the dispensaries. Those people are nothing but nice. They're so nice all the time. It's actually unnerving. When I first started going there, and like the first dispensary I went to, I remember I went with my brother, and I was a little nervous just because I'd never been to one before and didn't know what to expect from it.
Mm-hmm.
I see these two like security guards standing outside the building, armed to the teeth, and I used to work security, so I get it. Like you got to look that uniform, you got to look that intimidation factor.
Yeah.
Sunglasses are on, mask is on, so you just have no concept of facial like features of what you're walking into. And as soon as I get up there, I just do me. I spread positive vibes. I'm like, hey guys, how's it going? This dude goes, hey, what's going on? Welcome. Have you ever been here before? As he's opening the door for me. He's like, wow, this is not what I expected at all. I expected this to be super locked down. And of course the security is good. But I expected this to be like super locked down. Don't freaking talk to me. Just show me your ID. Get in, get out, and get your damn drugs. It's just, but completely opposite.
Right.
Completely opposite.
Yeah.
Everyone's nice. You start talking. That you do want to avoid talking to people because high people will talk all the time.
Yeah, like
And
no, okay.
sometimes
I had to go. I really gotta go. I mean, okay. I gotta go. Okay.
I gotta go, but I gotta go.
But
all right.
But one more thing. But one more thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But one more thing. Oh, what was that again? And then, of course, you never remember the conversation you just had.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right. Because it was at a dispensary. Bro.
Bro.
Dare is fucked up. First off, weed is not a gateway drug. Fuck dare. Fuck dare. Say no to dare.
Interesting.
Yeah. Drunks against mad mothers.
But see, that's the thing. Like, there is, like, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Obviously, drunk driving is terrible. People should not drive while being intoxicated. It will hinder you. It just slows your reaction time. Decades of showing how terrible driving while intoxicated is.
So true.
So, people are still going to make that mistake. So yes, MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Yes, of course they should exist, and they should continue to advocate voice for that. But yeah, it's one of those things that we need to stop spreading the misinformation of drugs.
Yeah, and you know what I would like to really see is mothers against texting drivers, because I don't know if you're familiar with the statistics, but you're more likely to be in an accident texting than you are drunk, and it makes sense. If you're drunk, your reactions are slowed, but at least you're paying attention. If you're texting, you're not even looking at the frickin' road.
Oh, and if you're drunk texting your ex and driving,
then you're done. Yeah, exactly. And I've seen a few accidents with texting drivers. It's harrowing. Yeah, and there's no reason for it. Like, just put your phone down, pick it up when you get there. You don't need to check your phone while you're flying down the road in a 2-ton vehicle.
But it's so funny that, like, when iPods started, or CDs, like, I came from the generation that, like, I was either scrolling through my iPod looking for the next song, or I was, like, flipping through my CD book looking for the next CD to listen to.
Right.
All while driving.
Yeah, totally. While holding your coffee and your bagel, right?
Yeah. With your sun visor down, looking in the mirror, doing your makeup while you're driving.
Yeah, I used to drive delivery driving, and I'd have my coffee in one hand, my bagel in the other hand, and then I'd be like changing the radio station and stuff, like.
We're so talented. So talented.
Yeah, we're a funny animal.
God. All right, let's take 2 more messages, and then we'll get to the next one.
Let's do it.
Hey, Big Bear, give a big thank you to, and another thing. Big Bear will tell you, I too have been through bone grafting on my jaw and such, as I have all dentures now. So I really respect and admire you, man, for doing today's show, because I know how bad that hurts. And we love you, man. Thank you for doing the show under these conditions. You're the best.
Well, thank you, Pa Rocky, but it's part of it was kind of just selfish. I just didn't want to be wallowing in my aloneness anymore. So part of it's just me being selfish and wanting to talk with my good friend Bear here, and you, and all these other people. So thank you, but yeah.
And another thing, have you been paying any attention to Florida Representative Matt Gaetz's story going on this week? Every day there's more and more and more, and that is one of my prime people that I look forward to pissing on his grave.
Ooh, Matt Gaetz. I'm going to have to look into this. Matt Gaetz. I'm excited.
Okay. Well, that is a perfect segue to what is your next talking article?
Well, so the next article I've got here is drug overdose deaths spiked to 88,000 during the pandemic, White House says.
Wow.
So drug deaths spiked dramatically during a period that includes the first 6 months of the pandemic, up roughly 27% compared with the previous year. The acting head of the White House the Office on National Drug Control Policy said Thursday, we lost 88,000 people in a 12-month period ending in August 2020. And they're claiming the majority of that is illicitly manufactured fentanyl and synthetic opioids. And I would just wonder...
Synthetic.
Yeah.
Handmade.
Right. Yeah. I watched a thing on Vice about apparently Mexican drug cartels are mixing fentanyl in with heroin to make stronger heroin. And
sure they are.
And as a result, people are overdosing because I guess fentanyl is orders of magnitude stronger than heroin.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But again, it comes down to like these are just chemicals. It's how we use them. It's the implication of them. You know, they're substance. So, yeah, that's crazy. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't have regulation on drugs. Of course, we should have regulation on drugs. It's just like let's be real about it. Let's cut the shit. Let's cut the shit and be real about it instead of just everybody worrying about where their next profit is coming from and how they're going to suppress and widen the gap between the upper class and the lower class and getting rid of the middle class.
Yeah, that's the point, isn't it? That's the bullseye. You just nailed it right there. Well, one positive thing though is this plan notes that Biden has called for an end to incarceration for individuals struggling with substance use or substance disorder. So that's huge.
Wow.
It's a shift.
That is huge.
A shift away from penalty to treatment, like we were just kind of talking about. So that's great.
Which is what Dan Vibes brought it up with, did he say Portugal? Portuguese
Yeah,
countries?
Portugal legalized everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about legalizing everything, but there's been studies and research about microdosing with acid and or LSD and microdosing with shrooms, to treat PTSD, to treat depression, to treat all these mental health issues that are going on. But then again, there is the... Go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
I was going to say there's a double sword with that, right? Like, the more you use them to treat that, then, the more dependent. Hopefully, you don't become so dependent on them. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I was reading an article about the use of psilocybin with treatment of Alzheimer's, and so what they were saying is that it'll actually allow new neuron growth. So, a new area, an area of the brain can take over the function of a damaged area. So pretty fascinating stuff.
Yeah, that is very fascinating. So a brain can take over the function. Can you expand on that a little bit? I need some more clarification.
So say you have your speech center of your brain is messed up.
Okay.
it's possible that psilocybin can help you regrow new neural pathways that connect a different part of your brain to complete that function that the damaged part used to do.
Wow.
Right. Fascinating.
That is very fascinating.
Yeah.
And oh man. Yeah. Oh man. Just the capabilities of that.
Right. So it's like the brain can rewire itself to avoid, bad circuitry or whatever.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're all just a bunch of computers walking around.
Pretty much.
Computing. Free thought. Free speech.
And another thing, Big Bear Radio, what's up to y'all, big dogs?
What up?
Pac on the beat. Just pass through to show some love, some support. Beat.
Thank you. Appreciate the love and support. Big fan
That's
of positive vibes on the Friday morning.
Oh my God! All right, here. I almost want to read this just to see how accurate it is, because this next one. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna try and read. Ukulele. Oh yeah, that's right. It's EMC. I'm gonna try and read EMC's message here. Same war world, War II Nazis. We're all on meth and amphetamine to keep them going and going and going. And if you like to know, Adderall is methamphetamine. Does not one chemical compound different? Yep, Adderall, methamphetamine, pretty much the same drug. Psycho. I'm talking like meth all my life. Great, anyways. I digress. Yeah, like seriously, I don't know. It's not my say what happened to your body, but like honestly, just legalize, control the fucking something, like I do every other drug. Like I don't get it.
Oh, that's so great. Let's hear how close it was.
Let's hear it back in real time.
Same war. World War II, Nazis were all on methamphetamine to keep them going and going and going. And if you'd like to know, Adderall is methamphetamine, just one chemical compound different. Yep.
Totally.
Adderall, methamphetamine, pretty much the same drug. So cool. I've been taking like meth all my life. Great. But anyways, I digress. Yeah. Like seriously, I don't. You know what? It's not my place to say what to put into your body. But like honestly, just legalize it. Control the fucking substance like you do every other drug. Like I don't get it.
Yep. Exactly.
That's close.
Regulation.
That's pretty close. Yeah, the deregulation. All right, line number 7.
Lucky
Let's
7.
go with you.
I have definitely used my big toe to record. Yes, I did.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
That's great.
By the way, it is 11:11 Central Standard Time. Make a wish.
Make a wish.
Ooh, let's go with line number 11 since we're on 11:11.
Okay, Big Bear, if you're the king of moans, then I will be the queen of groans.
Dang. I love that.
All right. Teamwork. Moaning and groaning.
But you'll never be the queen of moans, because that crown's held for Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa!
True. I mean, at any moment, she's the one that gave me the crown. At any moment, she could take the crown away, and then it would be gone. That's okay. Because I'm an American, and I believe in the peaceful transfer of power.
Hey, that's right. Right? 'Tis not my crown. I am merely holding it for a moment.
I'm holding it until the next person takes it up. Yeah. Until they win. Until they're worthy of it.
That's
okay?
Right.
Consider this crown Excalibur. He who is worthy of it may wear it. It may rest upon his head, or hers, or they.
Yes.
Or they. Right? We're friendly.
Absolutely.
Everybody. Let's go with line number. Man, they're all lit up. Just pick a number. Pick a number, and I'll hit it.
Let's go with 5.
5.
Also, special announcement. Big Bear, you already know this, but I told you in a private message. And another thing. And Big Bear Radio, you both have been nominated for the Stereo Hunger Games. Details will be coming at you shortly. Stereo Hunger Games, hosted by EMC for Life and Taco Truck. May the odds ever be in your favor.
That's cool. Big fan of Mr. Taco Truck. He's a nice guy. We've had some great talks. Should we go with line 3 here?
3 it is.
Dental care is not a part of healthcare because dentists are actually medieval torturers who then like the medieval times is over and they're like, yo, you can't be torturing people anymore. You need to find a new way to do that legally. And they're like, all right, I'll just go be a dentist instead. True story.
Oh, Dan, that's funny you mentioned that. Bear, have you seen the movie The Marathon Man? With Dustin Hoffman? Oh my God. So there's a Nazi doctor in it, Nazi dentist. And they use him to get information. And Dustin Hoffman is kidnapped off the street, has no idea what's going on. All of a sudden, he's in a basement, concrete basement, with this Nazi doctor saying, "Is it safe? Is it safe?" And he's like, "What do you mean? What safe?" And then they start drilling his tooth. "Is it safe?"
Oh my God.
And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Let me out of here. Is it safe?" Zzz. I'm like, oh God. It's horrible.
That kind of the movie, like, so I didn't watch that. Pa Rocky didn't share that one, but one that he did share with me was The Man Who Knew Too Little. That was a really great movie.
Oh, I'm not familiar. I'm gonna look that up.
The Man Who Knew Too Little. Okay, so Bill Murray and I forget his brother's name. I'll try and okay, Mr. Deeds. Do you know the bad guy in Mr. Deeds?
Not right offhand.
Yeah. Look it up. I think you have your computer in front of you. If you don't, I apologize for just chatting. Look it up. But anyway, great movie about it's Bill Murray. He's visiting his brother, and the brother has a really big pitch meeting going on. So he finds this acting troupe, kind of like an escape room. Okay, so let's take the escape room thing that people love to do these days.
Yeah.
And let's combine that with like LARPing. Okay, so live action role playing. And it's like you would have to go through this thing to solve a crime or solve a puzzle. But he actually ends up getting involved and mixed up in a real crime.
Oh, wow.
So it's all fake. It's all real. And then the brother who put him on this path finds out that he didn't actually go on the real tour. He's on like this fake tour. It's a great show. It's a great movie. Yeah, The Man Who Knew Too Little.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. I'll have to check that out.
Speaking of Paraki.
So I'm sorry to go back in the conversation so much, but and another thing, did you see the news out of what these Georgians elect? Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene introduced 2 bills to Congress. One was to defund the National Institute for Allergy and Infectious Disease to zero for Fauci's salary until they could confirm a new administrator by the Senate. It's not a Senate confirmation role. She doesn't even know what she's doing. And then she wants a We Will Not Comply Act, which would require businesses to serve unvaccinated and unmasked customers. So now businesses don't even get to post, "We will not serve you without a mask," so let's just take over. What an idiot this woman is.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm thinking that you and Araki should do a show together.
I know, right?
I love, hey, Paraki, I love you commenting on my stuff, man. I love you continuing the conversation, but I honestly think that you guys would have a great show together. A really great show.
Yeah, totally. I agree. I concur. We should do that.
Yeah, I'll have him set it up. I'll have to show him how to do it, though. All right, let's take line number 12.
Lucky number 12. Shanoa.
Happy Easter Friday.
Happy Easter weekend Friday.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Zombie.
Oh, that's right. It's we're approaching Stolen Bones Day, aren't we?
Zombie Jesus Day, yeah. Yep.
So I have this theory, Bear, that
Go ahead.
so we're told that there was a resurrection, right?
Sure.
And the resurrection of the erection, and that Jesus, was let out, that whatever. So I think it's just a lot more plausible that maybe the Roman century kind of rolled the stone out of the way, stole the bones of Jesus, sold them to somebody, and somewhere, somebody's got the cock of Christ up on their mantle.
Wow. Do you think Hitler had it?
I bet he did.
That's probably what he was looking for. Oh, really? Is that what you feel?
What's your woofy?
She doesn't like.
What's your woofy?
She wants to... I gotta let her in. Can you play a couple messages while I take her back in?
Yeah.
Top of the afternoon, Big Bear Radio, and another thing. It's King Cooley, Emperor Cooley in the building. Shout out that Royal Purple Love. We loving it. I'm out.
What's up, King Cooley? Much love, man. Thanks for sliding on in. Thanks for saying hello. Appreciate you.
Okay, maybe my dare reaction is a little uncalled for. I will say that I apologize, but I will say that did you know that the DARE program actually made kids want to try drugs more than it actually did help kids prevent from doing drugs?
Yeah, it was a completely bogus program. Yeah.
Whenever you say don't do it, it's going to be terrible for you. You're just like, well, how terrible could it really be?
Right. Exactly. And let's be real. What's the real gateway drug? It's alcohol, And alcohol's in every corner. So, we need to really educate people and kids,
Sure. Let's be honest about this too. I've never known somebody to say, when I smoke weed, I need to drink. But when people say, I only smoke when I drink.
Right. Yeah.
I've heard that.
Oh, totally. How many people have you heard say they only smoke cigarettes when they drink?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now try and reverse that. I only drink when I smoke. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Doesn't work that way.
Not so much, right? Exactly. Good point,
That's so
Bear.
funny. Well, I mean, EMC helped us get there.
That's true.
You helped too.
It was a group effort.
It was a group effort. That's right. That's what we believe in. Group efforts, togetherness, teamwork, and good vibes.
We
Here
haven't
on the morning drive.
We haven't had a single fetus yet?
No, we haven't.
It's pretty awesome.
A long time ago.
I am Carla. That is so fantastic. I'm glad that you experienced that as well.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, my mom. I made some cannabis coconut oil for my mom, and she said it worked better on arthritis than anything the doctor had given her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, you can at a dispensary. Just go get it. They're called topicals.
Mm-hmm.
Get a topical.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. It's just like so confusing, especially when you start getting into this just world because it is. It's a different kind of world. but everyone's patient. Everyone has no problem explaining something to you. It's a very nice process. You go in, you put your head in front of the thermometer to make sure you don't have a temperature. Give them your license. Bring down your mask just to make sure that they know it's you. They have to scan your to make sure that you're of proper age. There's so many guidelines, but it's just a nice, simple, easy process.
Yeah.
So good on everyone in my town for rolling that out pretty nicely.
That's right.
Pretty nicely.
Kudos.
Positive vibes.
I don't know if they changed it in the States, but in Canada it's Mothers Against Dangerous Driving, which would also include texting and driving.
Awesome. Yeah. Fantastic.
Dangerous driving. I like that.
I was trying to encourage the CHP in my local area to do sting operations to get texting drivers, because when I was commuting, I would see 3-4 texting drivers in each direct on my way to work and on my way home. I was like, oh my God, it's a $350 fine. Go get some money.
That is true. All right, line number 9 for the first time today on the Morning Drive with Ann and Another Thing in Big Bear Radio. You are live.
I'm just being politically incorrect. Sure, drink, smoke pot, drive, drunk, whatever. Text while you're driving and try to get to your destination and have a nice day. The hell with all the groups that are against everything, I'm just being politically incorrect about the whole thing, but yeah, it's a problem. Las Vegas, we still have people who, and I'm not for this, but smoke their pot while they're driving, kind of thing. And I'm sorry, that's one place I don't think it should be, is in the vehicle with you. That I definitely don't think. But like I said, I'm being politically incorrect. Sure, drink, smoke, have an alcohol beverage, and get safe to your destination, and hopefully you have a good weekend. That's just the way it goes.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lyric to a country song that I actually do like, but I hate the fact that the lyric is in there. But it's like chilling on a dirt road or swerving on a dirt road, laid back. Oh no, driving on a dirt road, laid back, swerving like I'm George Jones. The whole point is there's a cold one chilling in the console. And it's just like, it doesn't say whether it's open or not, but it's also like, do we really need to put that in there?
Right.
Does that need to be a part of this?
Do you really need to encourage the high school kids?
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to encourage these impressionable youth. The two youths.
The youths. The
two
youthses.
The two what? I'm sorry. Youths.
The youths. The youths. That's right.
That's so funny. All right, line number 10. You are live on
EMC, you're fine. You're just microdosing the meth, okay? You're fine. But I also am not a medical professional giving advice on an app. Absolutely not. So don't listen to me. But you're microdosing meth. It's fine. We'll go juice. It's fine. Same as caffeine.
There's like two little canaries. There are two little yellow canaries just chilling in this tree next to me.
3 little birds.
That's so cool.
Outside my doorstep.
Yeah, right.
Singing sweet songs. So,
Nelly Furtado, or no, who did the just your records on?
Oh yeah, I love that song.
And that started. 3 little birds sit on my window, and you told me. That's so funny. I just connected that.
Nice.
Nice homage.
So you know President Trump was on Adderall, or probably still is, right?
Oh yeah. There's no way.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, with all the junk food that he eats. Oh yeah, he's probably high too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bro, I think it was Dan Vibes that literally sent me a message about how much of a bill he racked up for. Here it is. Trump's administration went golfing 19 times in the first 100 days of being president.
Wow.
He racked up a bill in golfing vacations equal to $151 million in 4 years.
Wow.
The same guy who, at least recorded, paid $750 in taxes in 10 years.
And
how can conservatives...
And the same guy who gave Obama a hard time for taking too many days off or vacation or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 119 times in 4 years. $151 million. Now, I don't know what that they're including in their scope. I'd like to put that out there as a disclaimer.
Right.
They could be including fare to get down to Florida, which, I mean, would you include that as a part of the trip? Probably.
Oh, yeah. Secret Service protection, right? Everything.
Right.
There's also
all of that.
Also, Melania spent $77 million getting her hair done in New York. Like, why the hell can't her hairstylist come to the White House?
Now, I'm anticipating the argument for this, right? Well, why can't, he's the president. He's very stressed. Why can't he go and relax and play golf? You're right. He should. He should have a day off, or at least like a relaxing something. Yes. Okay. What other arguments can they come up with? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, he never paid for being president, right? He rejected.
That's right. He gave the salary back, right? But the salary was like what, $450,000 a year or something. And like you said, he just, $150 million for golf, $77 million for Melania's hair. So he gave back pennies and took dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just like, if you're going to have these arguments, look, I'm already thinking of what your argument might be. Just know that. But good vibes.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Good vibes. And we haven't said this yet. If per chance, we disagree on things, and another thing, and I disagree on things sometimes.
Sure.
But per chance, we can agree to disagree. We've lost that ability to disagree, to walk away and just say, you know what? You believe what you believe. I'll believe what I believe. And we just talk about the things that we enjoy talking about together.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
fine. But we still need to have these dialogues. We still need to have these channels of communication so that by the time the next presidential election rolls around and half the country is divided, the other half aren't shocked.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, dialogue.
That was
important.
It was shocking to me to see the results on screen, the percentages of how divided our country is between two different parties.
Oh yeah.
That's terrible.
A jolting reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
All right, I've rambled. I apologize. You know me. I get on my stump and then I go. That's what happens.
Hey.
So you want to take line number 9?
Yeah, we got line number 9. May the poet.
Oh yeah, so I mentioned it on another show on Wednesday here on Stereo that New York City finally on Tuesday legalized marijuana, which has been coming for a very long time. It went back and forth like forever, and the governor finally approved that you're able to have on personal possession without getting arrested or any complications of being stopped or buying up to 3 grams of or sorry, 3 ounces. Sorry, 3 ounces of marijuana illegally in your possession. Sorry, I was reading something else about 3 grams of marijuana earlier. I'm getting the facts confused. But anyway, yeah, it's 3 grams in Las Vegas. It's 3 ounces in New York. That's totally, completely legal to have without having any interference from Metro. So marijuana is finally legal in New York City.
Well, that's fantastic. 3 grams isn't much. 3 ounces makes more sense.
Yeah, it does. Ounces? Oh my god. Whew. Whew. Uh-oh. My eye froze up. I need to fix my situation here. I'll be right back.
No problem. I got it.
Big Bear Radio. And another thing, I'm using my big toe to record this message for ya. Big toes everywhere. Big toes everywhere. Big toes to push the button.
Love it. Big toes, big hands, big nose, big ears. Big hands, I know you're the one. When I walk,
could like come up with head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but like to record the button, press with your toe on stereo.
with my toe.
We're getting it's a work in progress.
Yeah, that's it.
We're
That's
workshopping.
It. That's the rough draft.
Yeah,
it's a work in progress. Yes. I think we
work
got.
in progress.
I think we got Uke Lady back.
Dan. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, they are just torturers. Have you guys seen Little Shop of Heroes? Cause I'll be a dentist and a success. Like, he tortures people. That's all he does. And then you get Bill Murray up in there. He's like, yes, torture me, dentist. Who wants that? Nobody wants that.
Right. This is true. Nobody like.
Feed me. That's actually the second time Little Shop of Horrors has come up today.
Oh, wow. Feed me, Seymour.
Right?
It was a great movie.
Oh, yeah, and I'll mention this too. I was out and about on the 31st. Did a little errand running after Denise left me, and as I'm bebopping home, minding my own business, I see a cop car come out of nowhere, and he pulls over a Uber Lyft driver, and they pull into the bank parking lot that I was just leaving, and basically the cop walks up to him and says, "Let me have your phone," and let me see it. And I know, they use like the phones for the GPS or whatever, and the driver was caught texting while driving, and this cop just threw the book at him, like wrote him a fat ticket and everything else. He goes, "I don't care if it's your job, I don't care if it's your mother, you're not supposed to be doing that. That's not legal in this state, and I have every right to incite you for a ticket." And the driver just sat there and burst into tears.
Well, that's awesome because that driver sucks. There's no reason you need to be texting while driving. Uber and Lyft tell you pull over to communicate. So
they do.
That person was jeopardizing other people's lives. I drove Uber and Lyft for years. So, yeah, that person failed and they got caught. What else?
Yep. I've driven Lyft. I've driven DoorDash.
Yep.
And I can understand the pressure that she would feel because they do. They make you feel like pressured, like everything's time sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
But then they again turn around and say to do any communications on the phone, pull over,
right,
and put the car in park.
Yeah.
So they do CYA right there. It's so funny. That's terrible, but also funny at the same time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cry.
Double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword. I mean, heck, my brother. I'm going to tell a story that's not mine. My brother Dan Vibes went to college and was crossing the street in a crosswalk that was guard, like that there was a crossing guard there that told him to cross.
Yeah.
And this woman ran this stop sign and hit him in the crosswalk.
Oh my God.
He rolled over the hood and landed. Ended up like really hurt him, but she had the audacity not to even get out of her car, but to just roll down her window and say, "Are you okay?"
Gotta be kidding me. Wow.
The crossing guard even said, "You just hit him with your car. Of course he's not okay."
Wow.
It's like idiocracy. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
He has no recollection of this, by the way, because he suffered. I don't remember if it was a broken leg, but he definitely injured his leg.
Yeah.
And injured his head. He suffers concussions anyway. But the only reason he knows these stories is because because we tell him what happened.
Right. Right.
That's it.
Wow. Yeah, concussions are no joke. You know. Ugh.
They aren't. They aren't, and that's why like sports are being restricted, especially at a young level. I don't think you do tackle football until you're in high school. Everything else is just touch or flag now.
Good. I'm a big fan of that. No reason little kids need to be running head to head. Like it's crazy.
Now I'll admit that there is some purity to testing yourself, because I played football when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some purity and kind of some like testosterone vindication of being able to test yourself against somebody, like being able to push them back, or
Sure.
like how strong can you get, how strong can you be, how strong can you hit. But yeah, like the hitting thing is just like, if it leads to future damage and concussions, and you kids aren't even thinking about the future at that point. They're just thinking about having fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was on a 9th grade football team, and I was linebacker, and I was, never been a tall guy, so I was probably 5'7".
Yeah.
This guy, big dude, running back, he's coming right through the hole. I see him, so I'm running full speed at him. He's running full speed at me. I tackle the guy, but he knocked me out cold. I got up, and my pads were going perpendicular.
Oh.
And the coach is just screaming, "Smith, get off the damn field!" I'm like, huh? Where am I? What? Huh? Who? Where?
Didn't even know what's on the field, coach.
Yeah. What day is it, coach? Get over here.
I've had one of those, not a concussion off of it. Well, maybe, I don't know. But like, I was on special teams, right? I was kick return.
Mm-hmm.
So your whole job is to find one person and then the next person, and then just like clear the way.
Take them out. Yeah.
And take them out. So I lined up against it, and I was junior high, and
Mm-hmm.
this is a church league. It's a church league. But yeah, like I squared up with this one guy. We both like just hit, and we accidentally contacted helmets with each other, and we both went down, and it was just like seeing stars when we sat up. I mean, literally, the coach was yelling at me that the play was over.
Right, and you hear this voice in the back, like, burp, 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 burp. I'm like, huh? What?
Yeah, exactly. All right, no. What are your guys' sports stories? We have enough time, just a little bit. We're gonna get through these. I'm not gonna keep another thing on too long today, because he did just have some jawbone surgery. How he's talking right now is beyond me. Thanks, buddy, so much for hanging out today. I didn't know that that's what you went through. I wouldn't have even scheduled it.
Well, no, I was looking forward to it. I mean, this has been the one thing that I've been looking forward to all week. So, yeah, it's all good.
That's awesome. I love it. All right, let's continue with the callers. I'll let you pick a line.
All right, let's go line 3 again here.
With it being Easter coming up and all, I got one for you. What's the Easter Bunny's favorite kind of music? Hip hop.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Okay. Thank you, Indie Taker.
Oh, that's so good.
That's awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I-
Line number 3.
Also, have you also noticed how there's been less fetuses around lately? Because I have. Fetus deletus. This has not been a thing lately.
I know, huh? What's going on
Maybe
with
we
that?
got rid of them all.
I guess.
Maybe we reported them all.
Yeah, maybe they've all been purged. The great purging.
The great fetus deletus purge.
Yeah.
It took many wizards and witches to do, but we built the barrier. We've built it.
And it has worked.
Thanks, cool. Very cool. By a lot cool. By a lot.
Oh, yeah. I'm calling it. Fetus deletus.
There we go. We got one. All right.
Now, speaking of...
Be gone with you, little fetus. 18 and up, people.
Whoa, did Mama Bear just tell me I'm microdosing meth? Highlight of my morning. Fuck.
Oh, my God.
That was pretty
Don't
funny.
come for her. She's not a real medical professional. She said that.
Do
As a
not come
disclaimer.
for her.
Don't come for her.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Don't come for her.
Show me your favorite song.
Yeah,
What's
that's
your
what it
favorite
is.
song, Bear?
Favorite song. I'm gonna need a message. I'm gonna need a few messages to think about this one because it is like there's just so many to choose from.
Yeah,
everyone's beautiful. There's art. It depends on the mood that I'm in.
So true.
You know what I mean? There's so many factors.
So true.
So many. I can tell you what I listen to the most right now, but let me look it up real quick.
Oh, and the other thing too is I just looked at it and I'm back on the 9 line again. How nice that it was locked down for all the other public people except me. That's really nice. The other thing about the medical marijuana passed law in New York that I just looked at an article is that the 3 ounces is up to personal property without getting in trouble with Metro, like I said earlier, and you're allowed to get up to 24 ounces of any of the topical oils with the marijuana product in it. So that makes it very interesting. I think there's going to be like a tax hike on this too. I'm not sure how much yet. I haven't read that far into it, but that's interesting. So the 3 ounces and the 24 ounces worth of topical. That might be definitely something other states should think about. I'm not sure what Las Vegas does with it though, but that's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Every state should be thinking about it. We did a show, I think it was 2 weeks ago, something like that, where we talked about the amount of jobs created with legalization. I think it was like 377,000 jobs nationwide, and that's just with the states that have legalized so far. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No reason
Think
it
of
shouldn't
what
be
it could
going
the other
mainstream.
states going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like she said, the taxation is a real issue, though. The taxes are so high. Doesn't need to be as high as it is.
Sure.
I believe it's
All right.
35% tax here in California.
Actually, wow. I mean, we're 30% tax, I think, in Illinois. Yeah, I think we're 35% tax in Illinois. I mean, it's really high. I hear that California, their dispensaries pays the tax for you, so it keeps things at cost. Which would be interesting to see if other states follow that.
Yeah.
But it's, hey, of course, they want to make their money. I mean, I literally live in a city that said when we first legalized marijuana for recreational use, no, we're not selling it here. And then within 1 year, they changed their tune.
Right. Yep. Because they saw the money, right?
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did. Well, and I'm sure the public also had an outcry for it. Like, why not?
Why not?
We want it.
And the reports are in, so violent crime did not go up. You know, overdoses didn't. Nothing bad happened with states that legalized. So all the fear tactics or the scaremongering was just that, because no negative statistics have borne fruit. So it doesn't appear to be any downside, really.
Yeah. I'm still looking through here. There's so many good songs. I will say right now, my favorite band is Glass Animals. Was introduced to them by my younger brothers, both of them, and I finally pulled the trigger. They released a new album in 2020, and that whole album got me through 2020.
Awesome. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Glass Animals.
Glass Animals, they're really great. I can't even begin to describe. They're a different sound. They're pop, they're tribal. They don't mind experimenting. This album is basically it is and it is not a concept album, but it's the lead singer's life. Like, he literally wrote about every stage of his life so far, and used even sample clips of home movies.
Oh, wow.
From his own movies to be in the album, which is so cool that somebody would share that much of themselves into their work.
Yeah, that's wild. That's going deep.
But it definitely reminded me, you and I have talked about Pink Floyd. Like, it reminds me of Pink Floyd a lot. They are very experimental, don't mind experimenting with anything. And every album sounds different from the last one in some way or another.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
So, what is your favorite song?
Man,
or do you want to just
that is so hard.
Like I did.
Favorite band would probably be Radiohead.
Okay.
Favorite song, I would have to say, it comes and goes, but right now I would have to say by Mastodon, Once More Around the Sun. Once More Around the Sun.
Around the Sun, yeah, good song.
Yeah, it's just got a great positive lyric. This time, things will work out just fine.
You know what? So. Okay, I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick one song. It's gonna be "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
There you go.
By Bobby McFerrin.
Boom. I met a guy.
All right, let's take a call.
Yeah, just real quick. I met a guy up in Oregon named Cornflower that studied under Bobby McFerrin. And he does amazing single-person orchestration where he sounds like a horn. He does beatboxing. He'll sound like a horn, and he layers these things and just creates these crazy soundscapes.
That's so great. I love people that can just they have the need to create.
Yeah.
So they just do with what they have. And that's what Bobby McFerrin did, is you know what? I'm just going to use my mouth. Mm-hmm. I'm going to use my voice to be the entire recording.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
So cool.
And what an amazing message.
Hey.
Right?
That's it.
Your landlord say you're late. You may have to litigate. Don't worry. Be happy. Well, I don't know how that was going to work very well, Bobby. It's just being happy. But no, it just means that if you transmute the negative energy to positive energy, then you're always happy, and by being positive, you attract positive things.
It's true. It's true. Important
and that's why
to remember.
That's if you could say if Big Bear Radio had that could be the engine inside, just churning that positivity for me to be. I have to spread it out on stereo.
There you go. I like it.
All right, let's take line number 3.
And another thing, we don't say the T word anymore because we don't want to give him residence anymore, whatever that word is. But his name, and me and Taco Truck decided it is Voldemort. So from now on, please refer to former President Voldemort as Voldemort. Please and thank you.
The politician formerly known as the president.
Voldemort. formerly known as president.
We'll give him a we'll give T Rump a symbol like Prince had, right? The artist formerly known as.
That's formerly known as T Rump. I like T Rump too. That's hilarious. Oh my god. I saw one of my friends has like a whole toilet paper roll with his picture, his face printed on it.
That's great.
It's like he has like a kissy face too. I'm like, oh my god, do you use this? Do you actually use this?
Oh,
It's like only when I'm really bad.
So good. That's priceless.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Big Bear Radio. And guess what? And another thing up there in the hot seat. And it's me saying Grand Rising. DWB, Emperor DWB. You know that new era PIMP, that positive, intellectual, motivated person always out here on the stereo streets, constantly rehearsing in order to obtain that positive, intellectual, motivated production, giving out that unconditional love with no reduction. So I just came through to spread a little of that unconditional love with you and you know, that Big Bear Radio, and another thing. So stay positive, stay productive, you know, purple gang, guiding a new generation. Peace out.
Much
I love it,
appreciated,
man.
DWB.
DWB constantly helping, being that advocate for spreading them the good vibes. I love it.
I love it too.
I love it. Thanks for being on the show.
We got
all right, ready?
Official Kid Curly.
Let's see if it's the kid. I'm ready. I've got my finger ready.
Who the kid?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kid Curly. What's going on, Big Bear? What's going on? And another thing, I just want to come here and show y'all some love, some support. You know what I mean? Just some fresh encouragement. Like you say, good vibes, good vibes. You know what I mean? But hey, for real, another way that I want y'all to show some love and some support, man, if y'all really could, go to my bio, go to my Instagram, and click that link that says The Unverified Awards. And this is something that and another thing that you can benefit from. We're doing an award show for unverified users. Not only are we showing some love, spreading the word about this show and giving them the recognition that they deserve, but I will also be giving out a cash prize to them. This is me personally giving out a decent sized cash prize. So if you go to theunverifiedawards.org, you can find it in my bio. You can find it on my Instagram. And there goes my daughter. But please go show the unverified host some love.
Right on.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's cool that you're doing that, man.
There's so many hosts that are verified right now that like are very good. So I love that you're advocating for them and giving them a voice and like a ceremony. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Way to go. Good for you.
Super cool.
Very cool.
Very
all right, let's
cool.
take line number 4.
Hey, I like peanut butter and jelly, but you gotta put Nutella on it. Facts.
Okay. Peanut butter and jelly, but with Nutella?
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
To record a ditty with my toes, I have to record ditties with my toes. To play musical instruments, I have to record ditties with my big toe,
I love that.
Oh, Lord.
Are you reading the translation?
No, is that one comical?
Oh, God. Okay, so it's to record a dirty with my toes. I have to record it with my toes. Oh, no, is with my toes. To play musical instruments, I have to re-crawdaddies with my big toe, but my big toe.
Oh, my God. That is great. Crawdaddies.
Crawdaddies, yeah. Yeah, I love how she also says to record a ditty and it says to record a dirty.
Right? A little dirty.
A little dirty. All right, let's hop on next. We've got I'm gonna take line number 13. Or you know what? He gets line number 1.
To clarify that story about me getting hit with a car, it wasn't a crossing guard. It was a pedestrian crosswalk area with lights flashing for pedestrian crossing and to yield to pedestrians. And then one guy did yield, and it was a four lanes, like two going one way, two going the other. He was in the far right, so closest to me. He goes, "Yeah, you can go." And then I was walking, and she did not see me from walking in front of his car, and then she hit me.
Brutal.
So, just some clarification. Good vibes to you all.
Sorry you went through that, man. It sounds painful.
He survived. Barely. He survived, though.
Must have been scary.
Oh. Yeah. It was good. It was just, I remember getting the phone call from him. And the only reason I know mostly about it is because he called me immediately after it happened, but he has no recollection of calling me.
Wow. Yeah, I've had a lot of concussions.
Yeah, sports. Just, I've only had a few. There's a couple. Never with sports. I was never diagnosed with sports. But I did fall off of well, not really fall. Leapt off of a friend's car that was moving.
Uh-huh.
I was sitting on the trunk of their car, and they were just driving down the road, like started just playing around, and I was like, oh, I better hop off, and I hopped off, and then I fell backwards and smacked my head on the road.
Ooh.
And I couldn't see straight for 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
Think that would be like, hey, we should probably get an adult in this situation. And but no, they're just, our fix for it was, let's take Big Bear to Jewel and get him some Gatorade and a little cherry pie.
There we go.
And then drop him home. Well, I love cherry pie. So they were trying to make me feel better.
Right.
Gatorade and a little cherry pie, drop him off at home, and then let him sleep it off.
Yep.
Because I woke up 20 times that night and just emptied into a waste paper basket.
Ooh.
Like 20 times. And it wasn't until the next morning that I told my mother about it. And she was so angry, she almost hit me upside the head.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
Damn it, son. You could have killed yourself. I'm going to kill you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. Even if you're dead, I'll kill you.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of parental units, line number 3.
Hey, Big Bear, I got an assignment for you, dude. So excited. Seeing on YouTube, Shaky Graves released Built to Rome official video yesterday. New song. Kind of reminds me of your story of life. He watches videos from his childhood and such, and it is so you somewhere. So give it a look.
Cool.
Oh, that's
very cool.
That's neat.
Love it. Yeah, Shaky Graves is another really great artist. If you haven't, he's out of Austin, Texas. He's a really good artist.
Yeah, I am familiar.
Yep. Yeah, we went Pa Rock. Actually, Dan Vibes 89, Pa Rocky, myself, and we're gonna call him my youngest brother, Grumpy. Grumpy, we all went and saw Shaky Graves downtown Chicago at the Riviera.
Oh, cool!
Great concert. I actually filmed part of it on using my phone, and because cameras on phones are wonderful these days and they shoot 4K footage, I filmed it all in 4K, but then I edited the sequence in 1080, right? So I'm taking a smaller window and looking at a bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned that one footage, that one piece of film, into a 3-camera shoot.
Oh, wow.
And I transitioned between the full stage, just Shaky, and the piano player, the piano bass player, and then another shot of the stage is the other guitarist and the drummer. And I just use that to transition so that it's not like just a stagnant video. Yeah. It keeps it moving.
It's very cool.
Yeah. You can do that with your phone and some video editing.
Right.
Boom. All right, let's take line 1 because he's number 1 right now.
Also, just to follow up to my story, I don't remember anything that happened after that for like a solid month and a half. Just a complete blank.
Yeah, severe concussion.
If we're swapping concussion stories or like injury stories from football. I had one where I was I was playing a varsity game and I wasn't a very good player. Or no, I was JV. I was a JV player playing for like a Monday night game. Never mind, scratch all this. I was a sophomore. But so we played right before the varsity game on Friday night. So it was a Friday night game, and apparently I got in the game, played, got hurt, ran back out, and my friend asked me, "So how was your game, or how was your time in there?" I was like, I haven't gone yet." When I had like literally just gotten off the field for doing that. And that was a week of irritability and hating lights. It was a good time. Good vibes to you all. Good vibes.
Yeah.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Good vibes.
Good vibes, yes.
Oh my god, that reminds Dan. That reminds me of if he's still listening. That reminds me of the Camp Blackhawk Go birthday song. Whenever they had a birthday at Camp Blackhawk Go, which we went to together, they would sing this terrible. I mean, you think our happy birthday song is depressing compared to like the other cultures that sing the happy birthday to like that one, the
Yeah.
very upbeat one. Um, but this one is just like happy birthday, happy birthday. People dying everywhere. Misery is in the air. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Speech. And then we would wait for the person to like make a single utterance. And then we would all just cheer. There was no speech. We never wanted to hear them talk.
That's great. As soon as they start their speech, you just interrupt them. Yay!
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's fun. It's a good thing, but just like that's what it reminded me of. Just like this is so terrible. Good vibes to you. All right, here we go.
Love it.
All right, you want to pick a line?
Yeah. Let's do. Let's go with 4. Haven't gone with 4
Mama
yet.
Bear, I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you, Mama Bear. Don't come for me. They're live now. Don't come for me. Telling me I'm microdosing meth. She's right, though. Don't come for me.
Oh my goodness, you are hilarious, EMC.
Okay, I have 3. My top 3 as of right now are Achilles Come Down by Youths of Gang, and Devil Like Me by Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Why can I say that? Rainbow Kitten Surprise. And Hell in You by Amigo the Devil. There we go.
Rainbow
Bam.
Kitten
Bada bing, bada boom.
Surprise. All right.
I also am a big fan of RKS, Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
It's a good name.
Yeah, it's so funny. There's actually an audio drama about Rainbow Kitten Surprise. I don't know if they got their name from it or the audio drama got its name from them or just there's an actual. I don't know, but the whole point is like there's these rainbow kittens, like these kittens that like change colors, like rainbow, kind of like the horse of a different color,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they also sing. And there's 3 of them, and nobody's supposed to know about them. But like, yeah, the whole story is like this kid goes there with his mom. He finds out about him. He wants them, and the store owner like has to interview these people to see if they're qualified to take the cats. And I'm not going to ruin anything, but if you like, if I always say that Uncanny County, the audio drama. Okay, again, Uncanny County is like a comedy style of Twilight Zone. It's like a comedy Twilight Zone. So if you like that style and you like audio dramas, which you should, like if you like podcasting, check them out. They are, again, Uncanny County, and the episode is called Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
I'm going to have to check that out.
I'll send you a link.
Cool.
You got a hookup, bro. You got a hookup.
I got the hookup.
Line number 1, you are live on the air.
Big Bear. And another thing, the way to describe glass animals that I have found best, and it's still a kind of like, it's like calling an elephant just a mammal. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really describe how it's like the world's largest land living mammal. But glass animals is kind of like psychedelic alternative funk, or like psychedelic alternative pop rock funk. Just because all 3 albums are very experimental and different from each other, but also have somewhat of a collective theme.
Yeah.
But yeah, good vibes to you.
Big fan of experimental.
Yeah. Just a little history on the band that you guys asked for it. But the drummer was in a bike accident, like he was a motor car accident. Ooh. And he got really hurt. He even had to relearn everything. He had to really relearn how to walk. He had to relearn how to talk. And this is the drummer. This is the drum. They didn't know if he was ever gonna relearn how to play the drums again.
Right.
So they, and this is when Wavy Davy, Dave, the lead singer, he started writing for the next album. So that's one of the reasons that it's kind of just his entire life, is because like it was just him writing for a bit, and then he would send it to them because it happened like they were also quarantined a little bit from each other, so they would have to like send pieces back and forth to each other to assemble this amazing album.
The guy's name is Wavy Davy.
Well, that's what he goes by. Yeah, Wavy Davy. It's like one of his caricatures.
One of my nicknames used to be Dave Wave.
Nice. You would like it, man. I'm telling you. Dan Vibes, if you're still listening, give and another thing, just one song to listen to. If you could give him one song from Glass Animals, what would it be? Yeah. Line number 9, you were live on the morning drive, which is now the
number 9.
Number 9. May the Poet. Oh yeah.
Oh, good morning. Oh, hi, Bill Maher. How are you? Yes, Mr. Maher, they are in studio. I guess you got transferred to me. My name is, well, that's not important. My name is JJ Valentine. How can I help you? Are we promoting anything particular? Okay, I'll transfer you now to the studio. Thanks for calling. Sorry, guys. That was interesting. Purple light came on my phone, and that's when the engineer can't get to the VIP calls. Oh well. Just talk to Bill Maher. TGIF.
Awesome. So, did you tell Bill Maher about us, about the morning show?
Yeah, you could. Yeah. I'd love to be on Bill Maher's show. That'd be fun.
Right?
That'd be fun. I think he would be a fun guy to talk to in person.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, line number 6.
Big Bear Radio. How are you? And another thing, what it do, tennis shoe? I'm just here listening in and clapping it up. Hi, I'm Void.
Void. I love it. What it do, tennis shoe? I like that. I've never heard that one.
I clicked on her profile. I love how it says, I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
That's great.
She's
an enigma.
Yeah. An enigma, wrapped into an enigma, and tied with a bow of an enigma.
Yes. Like a piece of asparagus wrapped in bacon.
Keep talking. I'm getting hungry. All right, let's take line number 7.
Big Bear, please screenshot that right now. Please send it to me.
Oh. All right, I can go back to the ones that were played, I think. Can't I? all of them. Oh no, I can't go back. Wait, maybe I can. Good morning. Yes, I can go back. So it's like opposite. I think 10. Oh my god, yes, dentist. All right, I will. I will find. Oh, it only goes back so far.
That's
It only goes
rolling
back
through
to
the
10.
archives.
We're scrolling through the archives to try and take a picture of. Oh man, I've never been a raver fan of like a fan of house and dance music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I do have some friends in the industry that like they love that shit. So this one friend of mine, he loves sharing things, and he was sharing this one song, and it was like it was almost as if you were watching a documentary about the ravers and all the different style of ravers that you will find at a rave. And each one had its like own little lyric, set. And then it went, it was like the house music. And I was just like, this is actually really creative and fun because I feel like I'm going through a journey and learning about something while just dancing to the beat. It was like touche.
Very cool.
Yeah, super cool. All right, I'm gonna try and take a picture of that. But for right now, we have two last callers. We're winding down the morning drive. It is no longer the morning in Chicago. It is the afternoon.
That's it.
So
Slipping
here
into
we go.
the afternoon.
Slipping into the afternoon with Tariq. Sure. Fetus.
Deletus.
Thank you so much. And another thing, I appreciate you finishing that one up for me. That was nice of you. That was nice of you.
Back, man.
Big Bear, I gotta thank you for putting me up on Glass Animals because I had no clue about the band before talking to you, and I really dig them. So far, Heat Waves is my favorite song that I like listening to.
Okay, that's a good one. Heat Waves.
All right, there
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I mean that album just like I'm no joke, Dave. Just every song is a banger. I mean that album is like Heat Waves and Tangerine and Hot Sugar and Tokyo Drifting, and I mean I could just list them off because they are just really good. Anyway, I should work for them somehow.
Right?
be their sponsor.
They're hype man.
Yeah. Big Bear Radio, sponsored by Glass Animals.
That's right.
Big Glass Radio. All right, man. I'm gonna wrap it up today. I've got I have to get my kids.
Well, it's probably good timing because can you hear that cacophony in the background?
No, I can't.
The gardeners are coming.
Oh, okay.
Their symphony of gas-powered destruction.
Of course. It is a Friday after all, in the morning.
This is right. Well, it's been a fantastic Friday morning drive, I think. Much love to you, Bear. Much love to everybody out there.
Good vibes to you. Good vibes to everyone. Hopefully, this has jumped your weekend to a good start. Whether you are at home chilling or working or at home trying to work, hopefully we have helped you get through your day to start your weekend off right. Catch us every Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we do the morning drive every Friday.
That's right. We are here for you, just keeping it chill, keeping it positive, and, helping you slide into the weekend. Bear, you going to be doing the cave tonight?
I will be doing the cave tonight with Irish. Yes, I think we're live at. Did he say 11? I think I set it up last night. Did he set it? Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
Yeah. If you click on my face, you'll see my schedule. I don't have everything up there, but I usually try and keep it within a couple days. Today, 10 p.m. tonight, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to be doing Thank God It's Friday, # in the cave. So come chill with us, hang out, continue those positive vibes.
That's right. Be there or be square. I'll see you there later.
Definitely. I look forward to it.
Right on. Well,
And
you have a fantastic day, my friend.
You too. You too. Have a great one.
Yes. Take care.